What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another one. All right, I'm gonna keep this intro really simple and very quick. So today, like the title says, we're gonna find a spot to install the lithium battery, but it's not really gonna be an install. We're just gonna find a place for it. So that way it's secure when we go off-roading. Let's go ahead, get into the garage and start working on this. Alrighty, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna figure out on how to create a platform here in the space, so that way we can mount the lithium battery to that platform, which I'm hoping that's gonna be connected somehow to the actual box. So what I'm thinking is this. I have a bunch of this 1/2-inch plywood that I can use, not strips like this, but actual bigger pieces. And I have a whole bunch of this style bar, which actually what I used to actually make the roof rack over there. So now I'm thinking, let's weld ribs inside this space, and that way we can actually mount the plywood inside here, and then from there we can mount the lithium battery to the plywood. I was actually gonna do 2 pieces this way. Maybe I can do 3 pieces this way. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that way. Okay, so what I'm gonna end up doing is I'm actually gonna grind some of this paint over here, make 3 ribs, and weld it to the frame itself, and then that way I can mount 1/2-inch piece of plywood that's going to go in here. From here I can mount the battery inside, which also means that we need to create an opening up here. So I'm going to cut out a piece, put it on a hinge, use some more of this 3/8 bar, so that way I have a piece to come out, and door essentially just rests on it, and it's going to give it strength, so I don't have to worry about this door falling through. You know what I mean. Anyways, okay, let's get to work and get this done, because lots of stuff's happening very shortly, and as usual, a lot of things to do, not enough time to do it in. So let's get to work. I'm kind of running out of time here. I do have an event that I need to get to, and I'm sort of putting all this together as quick as I can. At the same time, just leaving the option to upgrade it as later on. So what I did was I painted everything. We ended up putting these 3 ribs. Now what I did was I used an old chain link, as you can see right here. I welded that over here. Same thing on that side. This is where I'm kind of putting a temporary solution on for straps. Not exactly the best, but it actually works. I just tried it. So I just tied it to the chain link. Eventually what I want to do is there's rivets that you can buy to connect the straps together. So you fold them in half like this, and then you put the rivet through, and then it creates a nice eye loop, and it just looks a lot cleaner, a lot more professional. But for now, this is how it's going to be, and it works really well. So we have the opening up on top. Take the battery, put that down inside like so, and then this can either go on top, whatever goes on top or on the bottom, and I can loosen that up, connect it. Oh, this is, sorry, this is so difficult with one hand. All right, there it is. Put that nice and straight. Now, mind you, I'll have access to this area through the backside here, so that'll be okay. And now we just pull this down nice and tight. And very sturdy. So I like it. This plywood is not the greatest. It's already splitting over here, so I gotta figure out a solution. So my idea was to use a piano hinge over here and have the panel open up this way, so I can have access that way. Now the issue is I don't really have much here to grab, so I'm still gonna try to figure that one out. The other solution is right here. I have the frame that I can bolt straight to or screw straight to it. But the issue is the panel's going to be opening this way, which won't be so convenient. The other thing too is I need to do some reinforcements. So I'm going to find some steel so that I can screw over here, and then it'll come out. So that way when the panel comes down, it'll have something to sit on and give it some more support. Now what I'm going to do is, because this is so short and it's a little bit flimsy, I'm going to reinforce it with this flat bar that I made. So I'm going to drill some holes over here. I'm actually going to tap it so that way it can give a little bit more strength to the center of this board. So that way when I put heavy stuff on top, it won't bust right through. All right, so I ran out of time to put a handle and to put a hinge on here. We are actually going to be making our way over to the gathering by Overland North. So this is going to have to stay the way it is for now until we get back from the Overland trip. And then we'll put some handles on here and a hinge over there on the backside. But for now, let's put the battery inside and let's start getting ready. Now, as you can see, there's no light on there, so when the ignition is off, the charger is actually separated from the rest of the unit, which is how I want it to be. When we turn the key on, the green light turns on, which means it's charging. And let's go check on the voltmeter. There you go. As you saw it when we first connected the system together, it said it was 13.3. It is now 13.6 volts, which is charging. Top this, it says it's 100%, 13.7. There you go, it's charging. Alright, that is it for the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Like throughout the whole entire build of this truck, right from the very beginning, the idea for all of this is I want it to be modular, so that way we can take anything and everything off except for the diffs and except for the suspension. No, even the suspension we can even do that if we wanted to. Anyways, so the idea of this is just to keep everything modular and just all bolt-on stuff. You never know. So I want to be able to have everything that we have, to be able to use it anywhere that we want. And again, keeping the fridge only for the truck when we do day trips or even off-roading or overlanding, it doesn't make any sense, because we have a boat, we do adventures, you know, we go out on the boat, we spend the day on the boat, and there is nothing else like having a cold drink when you're out on the water, especially when you've been into the sun all day. Even some ice cream or some freezies for the girls, they love that. All right, so I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give us a thumbs up. That actually does help us out with the channel, as well as if you have any questions, leave your comment down below. Also, I would like to know, what kind of setup do you guys, in regards, what kind of setup do you have when it comes to a cooler, fridge, or cooler bag, or what is it that you guys have? Why don't you go ahead, leave it down in the description below, let me know. Also, if you're not part of the family here, think about subscribing. I see that a lot of viewers are not part of the 416 Expedition family. So why don't you go ahead? Why don't you subscribe to the channel? And when you do, don't forget to hit the notification bell, so that way you are notified whenever we release a video. Until then, stay safe, and who knows, maybe we'll see you out there.